All right, so what are we looking at here? As you see, the board is not supported, but there's the jig that's doing all the work. So what is this thing? Well, everybody wants to extend their outfeed table or infeed table and be able to run boards all the way and rip them, piece of plywood, whatever, and have everything stick toward the fence and run its way through. So as you can see, this was my add-on. Simple clamping system, drill some holes in the side of the wood, put it in there. Sorry, I don't do videos, guys, but I thought you might want to see this. So let me take the camera. And as you can see down here, it's pretty simple. This is level with this. It was quite an extension. Then I went ahead later on with pocket screws and I put this piece on, and that prevented the board from popping up, and so I could stay close to the fence all the way through, and I could run sheets of plywood and, well, pretty well anything I wanted. Problem I found is you always had to take the time to set it up. When I use the clamps, they'll tear up the side of the fence on this side, so you had to put these little blocks. Otherwise that there was going to pound into the side of your fence and probably ruin it. So let me take this one off as well. And then I can show you that this fence, I'll just set it down, is a pretty good size. I would say it stands about 6 foot tall and isn't the prettiest thing in the world. So let's put this over here. Sorry, my shop's a mess. I do work, I don't do videos. And let's grab this one. This is actually what I made to be an extension. And as you can see, this can slide around on here. I just simply made it so that it cuts up and around so that you get full support. So if you're doing small woods, let me move this out of the way. If you're doing small pieces that are narrow here and lock the fence, you still have support all the way out here. This can just take off, set it out of the way. When I need it again, I could pop it up, lock it on. Life was good. Then eventually Izzy Swan made something where you could put it, line it up with the grooves, and you could clamp his down and lock it into place. But all this locking and clamping and lining up and everything was never as simplistic as just push that down, slide it to where you need it, lock your fence, and then when you're done, pick it up, move it, throw it out of the way. And if you're curious about what's underneath it, well, that's about all there is to it. This is 5/8, and typically when you set your saw stop, this distance is 5/8. If you run 5/8 all the way down and you run this at 5/8, that's really all that sits and locks that into place, and it's done. So I found I'm willing to use this. I like the concept of Izzy's. I really, really do. I like the fact that he's got the clamps and everything. I just find I don't take the time to do it. And then that big old jig over there, which I created 8 years ago, I found that every now and then I used it, but it really sits in my shop as a reminder that there's always a better way.